Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel one more time. Yes, we are still here on this same campsite in sunny Morocco, except it's not particularly sunny today. There's our van, of course. The kids are chilling out in there. These are our neighbours, the Mitchells. We've been hanging out with these guys for a few weeks now. Lovely family, really get on very, very well. They're from the UK. They live in this thing full time. They've got two daughters, so Elle's got someone to hang out with when we go to the pool over there. They have popped off to give their dogs a little walk, and they've given me the keys to the van. Shall we go and have a look? Now, one of the first things you're going to notice is it's got two entrances. How cool is that? You'll see when we get inside. The girls have got their own bedroom back here with their own entrance, and this is the main entrance. How do we get in, you ask? Cool, huh? So the first thing that greets us when we come in through this massive door is this huge living area, which is just so cozy. What I wouldn't give for a space like this. Obviously two big sofas, plenty of room for everyone. Whopping great TV on the wall, lovely big windows with fly screens and blinds. We've got all these extra lights everywhere and loads of storage. There's also a little bit of a crawl through, if you're quite small, Ella could manage it, through into the cab, so that can be handy certain times. These are belted seats. They've actually got seat belts tucked in down behind here as well, because there's four in the family and one always has to be in the back of here, which is the oldest daughter, Summer. This is what actually converts down into the bed for mum and dad, and so they have to do that every day, which is fine. It's such an amazing truck, they can deal with it. But they're talking about modifications in the future of maybe having one of those beds that is on a a ratchet system of some kind, where it can pull up to the ceiling and sit up out of the way, because they've got the headroom for it, and it could just sit up there. You'd have to figure out what you do with these cupboards, but there's ways around it. And then they could just press a button and it lowers down overnight. That'd be a much better system, but hey, who's complaining? If someone offered this thing to me, I wouldn't say no. Then if we flip around and look back in this direction, we've got storage cupboards. We've got a full length wardrobe there, so you've got hanging, which is fantastic. We've got the Starlink router, because these guys have got Starlink, of course. And we've got air conditioning up here, which is a lovely thing. It would be great. We have to run our engine if we're going to use our air conditioning. Now the kitchen is a kitchen. It's got everything you need. It's got a lot more workspace than what we are used to. Down here, we've got a much better sized fridge. The fridge itself is bigger than ours, but then they've also got a dedicated freezer as well. Storage. Nice full-size sink, actually. Hey, that's pretty much the same sink as ours. Then they have got the same sort of tap that we have got as well, and we've got the shower setting and the normal setting. I think it's a bit better than ours. Then over here we've got an induction cooker, and then very, very fancy, which I'm very jealous of. This is a big air fryer, a Ninja air fryer, like a full oven style one. That's really nice. I like that a lot. We have a full extractor fan, like a household extractor fan up here, and then just storage, plates, cups, all that sort of thing, bits and bats of food. And then if we look this way, this door here takes us into the bathroom. This is a full-size bathroom, which is absolutely fantastic. It has got a fully enclosed shower cubicle there. Obviously getting used for a bit of storage at the moment. Hello. We've got a full cupboard there, and then this IKEA storage unit, which is absolutely amazing. That thing's brilliant. And Billy was just telling me that nothing falls off this when they're driving, which is quite amazing. Pedestal sink. Plenty of storage. Then this, I've just had it demonstrated to me, which is why it's open, so I can show you guys. This is a vacuum toilet like you get on the aeroplanes. Outside it's got a normal standard cassette like you get on motorhomes, chemical style toilet. But listen to this. I'm not sure how well that came across on camera. I'm quite excited about that. I've not seen one of those on a camper van before, but it's got it. You maybe can hear it humming now. It's building up the pressure again on the vacuum system, and then it's ready to go again now. Quite fancy, huh? Right, let's go and have a look at the girls' bedroom. So the two girls, as you can see, have got bunk beds, which are plenty of room. They've got more room than we have in our van. And as you can see, the lucky little monkeys have got a TV each. Coming down here, there's a TV, looks like a big speaker. Lots of power points, USB sockets, and their own reading lights. Very, very nice. Plenty of what looks like, again, IKEA storage going on there. Now, I'm informed that a lot of the electrics are hiding in the back of there, or the plumbing. So we're not going to be able to get into there. Then we're looking at the beating heart of this van, and it is much like ours. We've got a Victron system, so let me just have a look at that. We've got this Victron display which is showing the battery, how much solar's coming in, and on top of this van they have got 1800 watts of solar, which is massive. We've got 500 on ours. They just permanently got their inverter on because it runs their fridge, because it's a 240 volt fridge. Then instead of having it attached to this screen like we have, they have got separate displays down here for their water tank and things like that. Then coming around the corner here, this is another full-length closet, wardrobe, but with an added little bonus. If you were to move this stuff out of the way through there, there is a door in the back of here that goes through into their garage area in the back. Obviously, it's just a little bit open at the moment, but you can't open it anymore. So that's pretty cool, a little secret entrance. Narnia. Silly little thing, but it's carpeted as well. I like that. Not in the kitchen, but in this bedroom and the living space, carpets. It's quite nice to have a carpet under your feet. We don't have that. So yeah, as you can see, it is quite the machine. I'll just quickly show you around the outside. There's not much to see, but we'll have a quick look. Come on. So this here is a fold-down table, which they can put their induction hob on, or a barbecue or something like that, which is pretty cool. Obviously a really nice, big, family-sized eating table area thing. Lots of shoe storage, very, very important. This is the beauty of having such a big truck. You can have places to store so much stuff. There is a very large awning that you can wind out and pull down here. It's so big, you've got to be careful you're not in windy conditions for that one. Then around the back here, this is a very handy trolley. I think that's the sort of thing you put on the back of a bike normally, but it's great on campsites for wheeling water around and things like that. They have got their bikes on the back. There's a couple of push bikes on a bracket there. And inside there, they've got an electric bike, the same as us. Couldn't think what I was going to say then. Electric bike, the same as ours pretty much. In there is the access to their storage, which is a really, really big space. And up there, steps up to the roof so you can get up and clean the solar panels. You can see the Starlink up there as well. And then coming around this side, there is not a great deal to look at. This is where we can fill up the water and various things like that. But otherwise, storage, storage, storage. Again, I know in this side underneath is where the water tanks are, but on the other side, they've got lots of big storage lockers, which are very, very useful. Oh, honorary mention, honorary mention. Billy just put this on the wall the other day. Guess what that's for? That's for his dartboard. Oh yes, outside dartboard. Now, although it's not sunny today, this is their living room view, look. There we go. Ah, Morocco. We like it here. So there you have it. That was Big Blue. Now, hopefully later on we'll have time and those guys can sit down and have a little chat with you about why they live like this, because I'm sure you'd be interested. I know I am.
Well, we just had normal lives, really. We had a house, I had my own business, we worked full-time, both of us.
Children
Didn't see
were
the
at
kids.
school.
Yeah, what's classed as, I guess, a normal life.
Billy was working all day, I was working all evening, the girls were at school all day. By the time we'd get them, have dinner, it was bedtime, and we were never spending any quality time together.
Didn't see each other, didn't see the kids. And then COVID came.
That was the best thing, in my opinion, because I got to stay at home with the girls and we had the best time. We were doing more fun things, being together at home, and we'd considered taking the children out of school before, but you know, everyone's always really worried at first, and having all that time at home was the best. So we just knew it was the right way to go. Realised how happier they were, because school was quite a toxic place anyway. And I didn't even know you could home educate before. I had no clue. Met a lovely lady who lived down our road actually, who told me about it. And so from COVID, we thought, that's it, we'll do this.
It wasn't ideal for my business. Obviously that went downhill, but that was good in a way because it made me think of other ways to earn money, which is what made us both. I think if we can earn money remotely,
Yeah.
don't need to go to work every day, you don't need to do that.
No.
And obviously after that, that's when we thought about selling the house to fund a motorhome.
Yeah, yeah. So we both started working towards remote jobs, and once we'd got that going, both different incomes, so we didn't have to be stuck working, because although I was at home with the girls during the day, Billy was still going off to work all day. Then I did an evening job. So I home edited and had loads of fun with the girls during the day. Billy would come home and we'd never see each other. So
Yeah, I went back to work for someone after my business shut. I went to work for a friend, but I was leaving at 6 in the morning, getting home at 6 at night. Then you were going straight to work.
I was working 6 till 10.
So we just we didn't see each other.
So it was lovely having the kids, but we just didn't see each other. So we thought, right, you know, and we always wanted to see more of the world, didn't we?
Yeah.
And travel around more. And Billy came up with a crazy idea of getting an American school bus, which I was not happy about.
No.
It was crazy.
Took some convincing, didn't it?
Yeah. And you found one. We went glamping in about an hour from home.
Yeah. Yeah, we stayed on one for a weekend and that was it.
Yeah, we were hooked.
We were actually going to buy that one, but it didn't run, so
No.
strangely one come up for sale
Yeah.
15 minutes away from where we lived. So.
Renting the house wasn't an option, was it?
No, not really. We needed the money to buy a vehicle. Didn't
Yeah,
we? So-
everything. Our equity was all tied up in the house, which we were just working to live.
Yeah, just to
that
pay
right
for the
way?
house. We were just making ends meet, weren't we? And we didn't have spare money. It was just paying for the house. Went on holiday probably once a year
In England.
in England. Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, so we just thought, let's let go of this tie.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's crazy, and our families at first, but it's so freeing.
That's
to be
do
out
with
there.
the education, though, isn't it? You go through school, and that's what you're taught. Everyone thinks that's normal. Leave school, get a job, get a house, get a car, retire when you're 65 now, is it? Retirement age 65,
Dead, I think.
and then go and
Dead.
do this. But why not do it now?
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
can.
Tomorrow's not promised, is it?
No.
So who knows what's around the corner?
Scotland was the first.
Yeah,
Our
that was
first
amazing,
trip
wasn't
away.
it?
Yeah, Scotland. 8 weeks.
Yeah,
we went
8
for,
weeks in Scotland.
In the winter.
It was very cold, but it was so fun. We saw so many sights. And we just knew that was the beginning. You know, if we can get around Scotland, all the tiny roads there, we can get anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So we started planning bigger and better things,
And
didn't
then
we?
Spain, wasn't it? We did France
Yeah.
and Spain for the rest of the winter. Well, January, February, March.
If it
In the
wasn't for
bus.
family, we probably wouldn't even return to England, because the way of living there is not ideal. Just crazy when you get out to other countries and see how better it is. But sadly, with the Schengen and the 90-day rules, it's not as easy as all of that.
And the MOT, you have to go
Oh, yeah,
back
of
at some
course.
point.
Yeah.
The bus was just too big for England, where we spend time in the UK. There's nowhere to free camp, really. You have to pay for sites, so it's just a bit too big. In France and Spain, it was perfect. We didn't have any problems. It was ideal, but yeah, this
And I
is
think
just
for me,
more manageable.
with it being the left-hand drive, I wanted to be able to drive it. I did my HGV test, but it was just a bit too big for me. I drove it once in Spain, but it was a bit scary. And I really, like this lorry, I'm confident to drive this. And the bus was just that bit too long, really. It was nearly 12 metres, 11 and a half.
Yeah, 11.5 metres.
But I miss her. She's beautiful. She's our
Yeah,
first
it's a
baby,
brilliant
wasn't
bus,
she?
Yeah. It's for sale. If anyone's interested, it is currently for sale.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to see go. The girls love it because there's so much space. They've got their own areas, two double beds. Amber had her own little capsule, didn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, just not for us. This seems more manageable. Plus, we've got this big table which we didn't have in the bus. That's my favourite thing about the lorry. The big table to sit around and eat.
It is nice. It is nice.
It's better than what I expected. There's always the worry: sell your house, doing something completely different. But it's good to take risks. Otherwise, you'll never know. And with us, I think, because a lot of my friends are like, oh, how could you be so, you know, I couldn't be with my husband 24/7. And we really did consider it, didn't we? Like, this could be the end.
We didn't know, did we? We didn't,
no, but
we
amazingly,
didn't spend that much time together.
No,
so.
exactly, because we were working a lot. But we get on so much better, don't we?
Yeah, but I think where you don't have the stress of, it's quite a stress-free life. It's cheaper than having a house. Most stress comes from owning the house, doesn't it?
Yeah,
or not owning the
suppose.
house, but just money
Keeping
in
up
general.
with the bills, the ever-rising bills, the school. So yeah, it's been a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Different things and different
so many
places.
different experiences, meeting lovely people like yourself, lovely families, all different walks of life, being on the beach, going bodyboarding every day in the beautiful warm sea.
Yeah.
Lovely new foods. The girls are seeing so many experiences that they would never have done. Like this morning, a camel just walked past and a guy ushered us on his camel. Crazy, you know, I thought we were getting a photo. Next thing, he's physically picking us up, putting us on a camel and taking us off for a ride, which was hilarious. I didn't think I'd ever say that in life. And people are so friendly, and especially with Morocco, we were worried about coming over. Mostly people that have never been warn you about it. But this, I think, so far has been my favourite country.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
France, Spain, Scotland.
Everyone, I think people tried to put us off. But like you said, people that have never been, what are you going there for? You don't know, it's dangerous. But I actually feel safer here than I do in the UK.
Yeah, definitely. It's a nicer place, isn't it? And it is such a friendly country, and we will definitely be back here, that's for sure, won't we?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Once we've gone the other way, got a lot more of Europe to see still.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Could you ever see yourselves going back to the normal life?
It's depressing just thinking about it, isn't it?
I don't think I could. Now we've done this, I don't think I could.
If we ever did, like later on, could possibly think about sort of being stuck in four walls again. But if it was on a beach in a nice country, somewhere not in England, or
off-grid somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Not with all the ties that you know they put on you owning a house. Possibly, but at the moment, I love being free, travelling and roaming around.
Yeah,
it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So fulfilling, and it feels so wholesome. So many lovely experiences, and you never know what's going to happen next. And you need so little money. You really
it's
do.
It's definitely a cheaper way of living.
Yeah. And you get so much more from it, I think.
Yeah.
Children are definitely happier. We're happier. It is a lovely way to live, which I'm so glad we jumped in, because you'd never think of it, you know? Van life. It sounds like it's like a poor thing, but it's so more enriching. It really is beautiful.
It's becoming more popular now, though. There's a lot more people are seeing it's a better way to live.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are forced into it as well. A lot of people see it's a better way to live and choose, but a lot of people are forced because they've got no choice.
Yeah, no choice.
Yeah. We are Mitchell Mayhem on Instagram. I try and do daily posts on there, just what we're up to, where we're going, all the new places. Follow us on there if you want to see what we're doing.
Perfect. Right, cheers guys. That's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been so lovely meeting you. Thank you.
Me too. It's been a
We'll
delight.
miss you.
Yeah, we
I'm
will.
going to miss you guys. I can't believe you're going to be heading down the road soon. And be like,
Yeah.
We will definitely see you along the road.
This water park's been a huge part of our daily routine over the past month. It's part of the campsite we've been calling home, a place for lazy mornings, late lunches, and the all-important kitten feeding schedule that Linda somehow adopted. Before we even got to Morocco, I put out a message on a Facebook group just looking to connect with other travelling families. Linda got in touch and she stayed in touch, updating us as they moved south so we could finally meet up. We spent a few days together on a campsite up in the north, but then it was down in Agaloo where things really came together. We've spent the last month or more parked up side by side, sharing meals, moments, and the campsite full of cats and random chaos. Then another week in Tamrat, enjoying the sea and just taking it slow. It's time for those guys to be moving on now. They need to leave Morocco before us, but we know we'll cross paths again. This will not be goodbye for long. It's one of the unexpected gifts of living this life, really. When you stop following the same old routines, you just start finding people who fit with your way of thinking. So once again, if you want to keep up with their travels, their Instagram link will be below, and also for anyone who might be interested in their incredible American school bus, which is still up for sale, I'll drop a link down in the description as well.